Hello, everybody. This is a special episode of We Are In Too Deep Together podcast because this is the anniversary of the series that brought us all together. And of course, the very reason for this podcast is the anniversary podcast episode for To Together series. Woohoo! Yes, guys.
Woo!
Oh my God.
Yay! So,
Absolutely.
if this is the first time you're listening or you're watching our podcast, hi, my name is Justin.
Hi, I'm Robin.
And I'm Ellis.
Hi, I'm Donna.
Hi, and I'm Marcos.
Yes, 1 year. I think the official hashtag for this is together 1 year of memories. Well,
Oh,
I think it is really safe to say that together is really phenomenal, not just in Thailand, not just here in the Philippines, but all over the world. And this podcast can attest to that because I think we met a lot of people. I mean, our podcast reached at least 42 countries already. Yeah.
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Yeah, the title speaks for itself. Like we are together podcast, or our podcast is I think dependent on the popularity of the show, right, guys? So
Yeah.
how
Absolutely.
did it? Yeah. So how did it started for you? I mean, just an introduction. Donna is our production staff. Hi, Donna.
Hello,
And then
guys.
Marcus. Yes, I think all of you already know Marcus from our first episode of Still Together Deep Dive.
Hey guys, I'm back.
Yes. So we pulled the crew
Yeah.
together. We pulled the crew together for a very special episode tonight. I mean, every activity tonight is exciting. And please comment down below or tweet us or DM us if you want to be part of the game or if you want to answer all our questions later on, right, guys? So
Yes.
it's at Together Podcast on Twitter, Instagram, and soon on Facebook, I bet. And of course here on YouTube. Well, Robin, how did it start for you? I mean, how did you discover Together the series?
So I'm in a long distance relationship with someone who lives very far away, and one way that we stay in contact with each other, or we stay close to each other, is to watch the same shows. One day I was watching a show. It was a Thai show, and he heard Thai being spoken in the background, and he was like, "What's that?" And I told him what show it was. I think it was Innocence Bangkok Love Story on Netflix, and he said, "Oh, you should watch this other show." I'm like, "What show?" And he's like, "Together. It's a lot better, and it's just a gay couple as the center." And I was like, "Oh my god, yes, absolutely, I'll watch that." And Together opened up the like entire world of Thai BL for me, and it will forever be
Yeah.
like the linchpin and foundation of BL for me. And I love it so much. Yeah. And then like after I was done with Together and Still Together, I I needed more, so I searched to look for a podcast about it, and then I found We're In Too Deep Together, and then I joined, and yeah, it's been amazing, an amazing journey. Together will like remain in my heart forever.
Aw.
Yes. Anyway, guys, I'm a Netflix junkie since I literally can work and watch at the same time. So I do that all the time. So when I first saw Together and it is super good, all I really wanted to do was to talk to someone about it. And then me and Donna are in the same group every day, like every single day, I talk about Together. I mean, hey guys, please watch this. I beg of you, please watch this because I really wanted to talk to somebody about it. It is that good. I mean, it's not my first LGBTQIA plus series because I'm a supporter of the community. I mean, I've seen a lot of movies, but this is my first BL series, and it's the best there is. I've seen a lot of BL series after this because of the influence of Robin and everyone I met here in the podcast. For me, it's still the best. And then I got into an old friend, which is now one of my best friends, Alice. And then I was telling him, hey, I'm watching this, and apparently he is the OG fan. Would you care to talk about more of that?
Yeah. So yeah, the first encounter I had with Together the series was actually back on Twitter. It wasn't that big yet, and I saw a clip of what you call this, the pepperoni scene,
Episode
the poppy
2.
scene of
Yeah.
episode 2, and then like I just, oh damn, these people are gorgeous, and then I just had to know, what this series was. So I looked for it, and then of course as an OG fan, you would normally hear this from me, like it was agony to wait uh,
Oh,
1 week in between
yeah.
gaps. And then after I discovered that Justin was watching this, I was like super happy that I finally got someone to talk about it, because I didn't have a lot of friends to talk about it too. So I'm so happy that we started this together, deep dive.
Yes.
So yeah.
Alice actually first saw Together a week after its premiere. So basically, since we're recording this February 25, we can say happy anniversary, Alice. Happy
Thank
anniversary
you.
to
Happy
you.
anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Anniversary
Yeah,
as a fan.
Yeah.
the real OG fan of this podcast. Anyway, well, as I mentioned earlier, I was begging my friends to please watch this. I really want to talk to more people about it. And it took me months to convince Donna to watch this. Well, can you say more about that, Donna?
Yeah, it was every day that Justin will tell us, please watch this, watch this. Sometimes she'll play a random Scrub song or Together song in her community Discord. And I was like, what's that? And then it took me like 2 months, 1 month when I watched the series, and I got hooked because of how good it was and how it was very just a light kind of series. It's not heavy. It's just feel good series. And then I started looking at their social media accounts, and then I learned this, I learned that, and then I I've eventually loved them more because of how they are so like the same in their real life to the characters that they had in the series. So
And
there.
also, not, I mean, it took her 2 months. It took me 2 months to convince her. But right now, she's my source of Brightwin information. Like, there are a lot of things I know about Brightwin because of
You
Donna. Like,
converted her.
yeah,
Yeah, totally.
and yes, and then she converted her sister. It's like a virus.
Yeah.
Like a virus.
Yeah. My sister is
Contagious.
always the first liker of Bright's post. Instagram
Yeah.
post.
So it started with me, now with Donna, and then eventually her whole family is so used to the Scrub songs playing inside
So
their
true.
house. Yeah. Well, anyway, how about you, Marcus? How is your love for Together the series started?
With me, it was actually through TikTok. There was a creator who was posting videos on her account, and I was like very interested. So I asked her what series was it, and then little by little, I was adding them to my list because I wanted to see the series. And since Together was my first one on my list, I started with that one. And I wasn't like Ellis who had to wait every week. I binge
Wow.
watched. Yes, I binge watched the whole series. So I didn't have to wait every week to watch it because it was like so agonizing just waiting for the next episode. I couldn't wait. I couldn't do that. It was like, thank God I waited to watch the whole series together. And it was just so cute the way it was directed, the chemistry of all the
Yeah.
actors.
Well,
It was just beautiful.
Yeah, as mentioned earlier, I mean, I've seen a lot of BL series. Even those GMM TV produced, and Together is really exceptional in a sense that from the production to the staff and to the storytelling, it's like good. It's really the benchmark. I remember during the GMM TV 2021 event, they did mention this, that BL series opened big things, not just in Thailand but in other countries, to be open with the BL series. I mean, this is just me being straightforward without enough facts, but I guess Together series opened the BL series here in the Philippines as well. There are existing BL series before, but but since the biggest network here in the Philippines aired Together the series, I mean, a lot of companies are now investing into producing BL series here in the Philippines, and I guess also in GMMTV itself. I mean, they're producing more BL series because of Together.
I think that Together is like
I-
umbrella of opening
Yeah.
BLs. You know what I mean? It's like an umbrella.
Yeah.
We have GMMTV, but Together is that big umbrella that covers everybody else. That's what
Yes.
I
I
feel
see
like
it.
together is like the gateway BL. It's like like so many people have been introduced to it now. There are so many BL fans who've influenced to enjoy BL because of Together. How good it was. So
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. Well, the series is phenomenal around the world. I remember us talking on the latest episode of Brightwood Weekly. I mean, it's another part of Fear Into Deep Together podcast. We have this hashtag. It's a Japanese whatever, and then it says Together. It is because the box set, the DVD box set of Together is now available in Japan. I mean, seriously, uh, seriously, I mean, we are so used to buying from Thailand and like being shipped somewhere, and there in Japan it's already available. And I guess another Brightwing episode we talked about awards, and then they got all the awards, like the best couple, the best Thai songs, the best series. I mean, awards after awards after awards, and then
yeah,
I
I mean, just for a couple awards listed, there were two for the they won best couple and favorite TV series of the year.
Yeah.
They won the most favorite actors award from Kaz magazine. From Line Thailand Awards, they won best couple of the year, and then there were the two awards that they won from Sanook that were based off of online voting. So they won all of those. I think there's more. So
Yes, I think there's more. There are definitely more awards that this series won, and then also I think it is really safe to say that, I mean, as mentioned earlier, it's all over the world. I mean, we met Marcus right here. I met you, Robin. I mean, for crying
Yeah.
out loud, we met
Right.
people from Nepal. We met people from India. We met people from Malaysia, and then it's really a great thing. I mean, this series actually brought us together. So it's not just Bright and Win. It's not just Bright and Win who kickstarts their
Careers.
career with Together. I mean, it's really obvious about Bright and Win, but all of the cast per se. I mean, let's start with Film, who is eventually being Film. I think she is. What's her name on the series again? I'm sorry, Film.
She's
Uh,
Earn.
Earn, yeah. Earn.
Okay.
Do you guys follow Earn on Instagram? I do.
I think so. Yeah, I think
I
so.
think I do as well.
Yes. From what I know, I mean, I follow her. I see her Instagram account. I think she's filming another series. Another series with I mean, I see her filming another series on her Instagram stories. So up next is, oh, Alice. What? How do you pronounce this one? Si Plume?
Plume.
Plume, yeah.
Boom.
Plume. What's his name again on the series? It's Fong Puok. Oh
Wow.
my god. Puok. He looks so different now. As you can see, as you can see, he's curly. He's
Yeah, his
curly in
hair.
this one. Plume,
Yeah,
yes.
his hair.
I think he migrated to Singapore.
Yep,
Okay, really?
that's
Wow.
right.
Okay.
Well, even before the series started, JJ right here. Oh my gosh, guys, you look so confused. You look so confused right now. Yeah, JJ and AJ are really big in Thailand,
Mhm.
They
and I think
are.
No,
so. And I think JJ
Yeah.
actually has a new series for 2021. It is based on the GMMTV 2021 event that we saw late last year.
Yes. And I'm excited for that series. It's like we see different things from every character actors, and it's like they play different roles and all of that.
Yes. How about this? This is Gunsmile.
oh, I
Oh, I love
him.
Gunsmile. He
You
has
love
a
So
beautiful
funny.
voice
Yeah,
he's
we
singing.
love Godsmack.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it's not a secret that Donna and I are huge fan of Toliao. He was part of the Toliao Gunsmile. And then I think right now he has a band called Grandson.
Yep,
Yes.
Yes. Are you guys
He's the
familiar
main
with
singer, right?
Yeah.
yep, such a good.
It's actually good, the song.
Yes. You know what? Alice and I has a roommate who is a Korean fan, which is also a good thing. But whenever I play this song, she can sing it.
You can sing
Wow.
She's
along.
really familiar with she's really familiar with the song already. That's how much I love the grandson. The grandson also has
Sing.
Pidim.
Chicken as
Them.
well.
Yep,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pidim.
Guys.
Oh no, it's not him. And Top Top.
Yep, top.
Yes, Top Top too.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh, I kind of left out Pidim on this picture. Can we talk about him? Yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
I think Pidim is actually a good guitarist and bassist at the same time, because I was watching always his Instagram stories, his video posts. He's really good, and I think he's really a musician by
Yeah,
heart.
he's a talented musician.
Yeah,
And he always has projects. No matter how small it is. As early as Sotos, he was there, right?
That's right.
Yeah, Sotos,
yes, he was.
even the
And Gunsmile was too.
and Gunsmile as well. I think they're favorites of GMMTV, right?
Yeah.
Gunsmile was in Chonhon Lati.
He was.
Chonhon Chonlati. Yeah.
He was.
You're proud of me. Yes, he was part of Chonhon Lati. He had grandson, and we think, I mean, it is safe to assume that he has a blooming love life with another Together series character, Love. I mean, yeah, I
Love,
mean
yeah.
they
Yes,
go out
they look so
together.
cute together.
Yes,
agree.
you should follow. You should follow Gunsmile on Instagram. I mean, he always posts about music stuff,
Mhm.
and he also has a brand. He also has a brand, right?
Yep, Valenshore.
Bellatrix.
That's okay.
Yeah. Is that her baby? At least I got the first letter right.
Yep.
Donna. Yes. Up next, how about this? This is Green Dos Banana. I love him. I mean, I love him
Me too.
so much.
Yep.
My recent encounter of Gus is his Instagram live. I mean, his voice was like this deep. He's not like
He's so
Green
different from the
Love.
series. Yeah.
True.
Oh
I
my
was
god,
so
he's not like
surprised. I'm like,
he's like
Yeah.
seriously?
Yeah, he's really different from he's
character.
very different from his character, which speaks to his ability as an actor.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what we are saying from the episode 1 of Together of We Are Into the Together podcast. It's because I think Green was like this flamboyant kind of character, and then when I first saw him on an interview, he's totally different in a sense. So I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And then when I got into the IG live of Gus, it was like, seriously? Yeah, his voice is really sexy. I swear.
And the pictures he
Yeah.
takes on Instagram, I'm like, boy, you're gonna kill us. Like,
Yeah.
wow.
He's a handsome man. He is a handsome man.
He is.
Yeah, I like his face.
Yeah.
And his latest Instagram photo was Happy Valentine's Day. It's him showing off his boyfriend.
Aww.
Yeah, so you should.
Yes, it was so
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah, it's a thing where Alice and I were talking earlier, and then I tend to forget their name on the series, but I know what's their name on real life, because that's how invested I am already on this. I
We're
follow
already on a
them.
first name
Comfortable
basis.
with them.
Yep.
Yeah, we're on a first name basis. I was like, Alice, what's the name of film again on the series? And then I talked to them as if they were my friends. Yeah, I know this handles everything here on the site. I know their handles more than the Filipino artists. So that's how that's how big it is. Okay, how about Frank? Are you guys following
Frank has gotten quite a few new
Projects.
sponsorships, or on Instagram. If you check it
Yeah.
out, it's skincare products or food or something, or clothing. Like every other day, it seems like he's getting sponsorships. So
Yeah, and actually he has also his own jewelry line, I think. The Rocket Jewelry. I think he owns that brand.
Yes.
He
Yeah,
also
yeah.
has a clothing line, the one with the bear.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
it's so
the
cute.
fishing bears.
He has beautiful clothing. When I see him posting every time, I'm like, I want that shirt so bad
Me
because he pulls it
too.
off so well that he
The
wants
one
to
with
make
the bear,
buy it.
Donna. The one with the bear.
Yeah, the
and he
fishing
always
bear.
has some cool jewelry on too. So now
Yeah.
that I know I didn't know that was his jewelry. So now that I know that, that's really cool.
He's
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
talented.
I have to agree on that. Anyway, up next is Marcus's favorite. Is this your favorite? Yeah. Oh my gosh, you're gushing.
Okay. No.
Anyway, Drake is the only Together series cast that I'm not following. It's because when I followed him, he keeps on posting Instagram stories of Snake, and I'm super scared of snakes, but I love it so much. I swear.
I love Drake. I just
Yeah.
even though he's very, very young, he's very humbling
How old
and
is
very
he?
wise. He's 21, 22. Because Frank and them are like the same age. And he's very humbling. His TikTok videos are amazing, very inspirational.
Yeah, I think I should follow him on
Yeah.
TikTok.
You should.
Yeah.
For all your
He's
listeners,
he's always very sorry. Yeah, he's very, very encouraging on TikTok. Like he'll always be like inspirational and trying to like lift other people's confidence up, and it's cool to see.
His videos have made me cry. I'm not joking. It brought me to tears many times.
yeah, so we should follow him on TikTok as well. I'm sorry guys, but I'm not yet following him on TikTok. So I was thinking that maybe he's like the others who's dancing and stuff. It's not like that.
Oh, he danced too.
I mean, he does that.
He dances.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Anyway,
mean, speaking of dancing videos, there's Top Tap on
no,
TikTok.
hold on. Drake is on 1,000.
1,000
Yes.
sales?
1,000
Oh,
what?
A tale of a
Oh,
thousand
yeah,
stars.
A Tales of 1,000
Yeah, we can't
Stars.
forget that.
He
Yeah.
is. And he's a jokester there as well. I love his character.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
when I
yeah.
was doing
He's
when I was
very
doing this.
energetic.
Yes, when I was doing this program, I looked at his Instagram account, and I liked the muscles because
He's
yeah,
ripped, actually. He's ripped.
yeah, because her uniform as a military is just sleeveless, and I was okay, like
You expect that from him.
yes, okay. I'm gonna use Robin segue. So speaking of TikTok, here's the thought.
No, she didn't.
All right.
Yeah.
Free and open.
Yes. Isn't it? Yeah, I think okay. The latest about Top is he's on YouTube. That's from the Brighton Weekly. Yeah. If you want to be
Yeah.
updated on Brighton Win and everyone else here, you should listen to Brighton Weekly. It's available. It's just an audio podcast for now. You should listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and more. Anyway, yeah. What
Yes.
we've learned from what we've learned from Brighton Weekly has a YouTube account, and his first video is a mukbang. It's like they were like eating all over Chinatown. Was that right?
Yeah, yeah. And his friend was teaching him Chinese words as well that he didn't really know. He's like, I've taken a little bit of Chinese, and then she's like, okay, so you can tell me what this is. And he goes, I don't know what that is. He's funny. Yeah.
Anyway,
That was a great video. Also, he was on Tonghon Chonlati as well.
He was.
yeah.
Yeah.
So congratulations
And
on that. And they're going to have a special fan meet on
Fan meet, yeah.
February 27.
That's right.
See,
In a
we're
couple days.
updated because yeah,
In a couple of days then.
in a couple of days. I mean 2
Yeah.
days after.
2 days.
Yes.
Yeah.
So before after you watch Top Tab YouTube channel, you should go to Together Podcast YouTube channel. You should like and subscribe because we are hoping for 15 million subscribers so we can purchase whatever it is that we want to purchase, like all of the merchandise. So please subscribe.
And we want
I
to go
want
to
the same.
Thailand. We want to go to Thailand and visit
I'm a
the
subscriber.
TV studio.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Please subscribe and like and watch and stream. Anyway, speaking of TikTok, once again, well, we should say that Top always post sexy dance TikTok.
Yeah.
Yes, he
His
Post.
is.
His hips don't lie.
He's-
They're moving. They move.
He's getting comfortable with himself.
Yeah, which is a good thing actually. That is his brand. Well, speaking of TikTok, the king of TikTok in GMMTV is
Mike.
going to be Mike. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, he's the king of TikTok. I mean, no one can take that away from him. I mean, if it's Mike
Yeah.
TikTok, that's just gonna be his last name.
No, he's been doing. I mean, he's also been doing a lot of Instagram lives as well. Like
Yeah.
he'll just be on in the middle of
Live
the night,
yesterday.
at least in Thailand, and he'll I don't know what he's saying, but he'll be really friendly to his fans and read everything and just talk to them and talk to us. So
He's really good. He's really good with his English, though. I mean, whenever his accent is very what do you call this? Good. What do you call
And
this?
he also likes to listen to Spanish music.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. A couple of weeks ago, he was
what I
down there.
noticed from I mean Philippines is just an hour away from Thailand, right? And I mean what I noticed is that he's a night owl, I mean, he usually does his live around 2 in the morning, 1 in the morning, something like that.
He
So
doesn't sleep.
Yeah.
yeah, makes it two of us.
Like yes, he was live yesterday, and I think
Yeah.
he was packing his merch, and he was just like making weird faces. I
Yeah.
took screenshots, and they were so
What's
adorable.
that?
There was one he was posting. He's like,
What do you, I mean, what's his merch again? It's and
sure,
Mateo.
Yep.
yes,
M.
I'm at that. Yeah,
Mateo.
Yeah, I think I got the whole word right. Well, he has merch, and also from the GMTV 2021, I think he is one of those who has the most number of series. I mean, he's a favorite. I mean, okay, it's him again. I mean, he in GMTV 2021. They introduce the cast and they play the trailer and then introduce the cast and then they talk a bit and then up next series they're gonna do the same and then I always see Mike. It's Mike and PJ
Yeah.
who has the most number of series for me.
he just needs his
Well,
own series.
Mike has been, I think he and Top Tap should have his own series, honestly.
Yes.
But as like a BL couple, that would be awesome. I would watch that.
I mean, yeah, Mike is also
He
in
was in- He was in Tonhon Chonlati, and then he was in Afghan series Theory, the Afghan series Theory of Love as well.
Oh,
He
really?
was.
He actually played a straight character. Yeah, he played a straight character in that series.
Was it good?
I'm actually rewatching that
It
series.
was good. It was a decent series. Yeah, I always have fun watching Afghan. So yeah, that was a good series for me.
Yes. Up next we have Love.
Oh, I
Yes,
love her.
Yeah.
I love
very
Love. I
pretty.
love her. She's
See what
so
you did there.
pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything is doing good for Love. After Together series, I think she has a YouTube channel as well. So go to YouTube channel, like her page, and then go and then search Together Podcast and subscribe to her page as well. She's the newest face of Pantene, and then she has her. Well, everybody is busy doing merch, a shirt and stuff. She launched her cosmetic brand, which is
Yeah.
yes,
Swanky
and then
Wendy.
yeah, and then I think what else? She has a lot of things. She has a lot of things happening to her, and she's one of the models for Valence. Yay!
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a win. So, what else do you know about Love?
Yeah. I think she also loves taking pictures using film, just like film.
Off film, huh?
Yeah.
And
And
of course,
Rather than a digital camera, right?
fun
yeah,
fact,
and of
though,
course,
fun fact. Oh, that, yeah, and I think I just need to mention it again. I think she has a lot of shows coming up, including I can't remember the titles, but she has a lot of shows coming up for 2021. It's going to be a wonderful year for her.
Mhm. Nice.
yeah, and
Anyway.
can we talk about her chemistry out off screen with Gunsmile?
Yes. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
I like the both of them. Like,
Me
aw.
too.
I think Gunsmile is pursuing her in the sense. I mean, is it safe to assume?
Yeah, I'm assuming the
Yes, you
same
can say that.
thing.
It's either they're courting or really good friends or they're already together, which is
And their chemistry so perfectly.
yeah.
So true.
And everyone in GMMTV supports them.
They do.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone in GMM TV supports each other. It's what I love about the Netflix.
exactly. Like Well, they support each other. Next is our star for Chonhon. What's it again? Chonhon
Chonhon
Lechon.
Chonlasi.
Sorry, I got it. I got it the first time because I practiced before this. It's Khaotung, the Great Fong.
The
How
Oh,
Khaotung,
Everwise.
guys.
I love him.
Yeah, you know what? It's weird for me. It's weird for me to know him as Fong and then watch him on a BL series with another guy. It's a weird transition, but I've learned because on Chunhon that he is so soft, right? He was
Mhm.
fragile and soft in that series, and then in Together series, he's like this all-knowing. I can take care of
Very
myself. Kind
wise.
of, yeah, the ever wise.
Yeah,
Kind of guy. So the transition for me is different. It's different with Mike and Top because eventually they're like playing the
Characters.
same characters. I mean, a different name, but practically the requirements for acting is the same. But with Kaoto, you can see how good he is, and then I also like how fast he cries. Like,
Oh,
oh,
these tears were like
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
But like, boy,
He has a
you're
talent
such a
for
good
that.
crier. You're making me cry.
yes, and of course, here we go. We're just gonna make it
Yes.
short for yeah, we're just gonna make it short for the next two because we had a huge show for that. It's Win Meta Win! Belated happy birthday!
Belated happy
Belated happy birthday,
birthday.
Win.
Birthday.
Yes, it's our favorite bunny, Win Meta Win. Any update on him? Just a quick update.
Well, as we said, it was his birthday a few days ago.
Thank you for
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
The Snowball Power did this a huge event.
Their chemistry
Everybody
so
kinda-
well. Oh, go for it, Robin.
Oh yeah, no, I was just gonna say like all of his fans, this podcast included, got together and the US Win Metamoon fan club included got together and gave him gifts, and there was a big event where called Winterland where everybody got together and yeah, he was really touched in that moment. Like he was standing there with a megaphone and he was like surprised that so many people came because just a year before there weren't as many people.
Yeah, he was crying,
and-
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, at first he could barely say anything, and then he was crying. Yeah, and it's just amazing that how far they've come in like a year is really crazy. But yeah,
Yes.
Win has a lot going on for him right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry.
Wait until we can fly there in Thailand because what you can see is just a small portion of the love the world has for you, right, guys? Anyway, what else? Win Meta Win thing. He gone. I mean, he's different from Time because Time is like this small guy. I mean, I think he stopped working out for the series. So right now he's super bulky and super
He's
sexy.
super like that picture I sent you guys on the chat room, and his Robin's like he's gonna kill me. That picture was amazing.
Yes. I mean, physically he is so much better because he works out more right now. He's super bulky with the perfect abs and perfect skin, and then he has a lot of endorsement. He has this first worldwide global fan meet. I mean, he is part of the Fantopia. What else? I mean, this guy with his
mean, he has-
very first series. It was his very first series,
Yes.
and then gone worldwide.
Right, and he has Surrey and Valence too. So like he's launched his own brands, which is really awesome.
Yes. Well, anyway, I would like to talk about my favorite person on earth.
She's like, I'm gonna take over this one.
I should describe it. I'm not gonna pretend he is not. I mean, Bright from being the secondary. I mean, from having 196 viewers on his Instagram live to 190,000 Instagram live audience. I think he was a part of the top 10, if not top 5, all over the world. He has the most number of Instagram live audience. So it was like, oh my gosh, this guy is really something.
True.
What else can you say about my boyfriend? Oh no, I'm just kidding.
He's
Yeah.
very
Well,
talented.
you know, he
love
likes. Go ahead.
I like that he's very talented. Like he takes amazing pictures. Like I was saying earlier, I'm jealous the way he takes pictures. Like I want him to teach me how to take pictures because the way he takes them are so amazing.
I want to take his pictures. I'm sorry, we have different priorities right here. You want to learn how to take pictures with him? I want to take his picture.
Well, I'm sure, Justin, that you wouldn't mind some photography lessons with Bright, right?
Of course.
The one-on-one, yes. Who doesn't want to have one-on-one with him?
One-on-one photography lessons.
Excuse me, Marcus, get in line. I got it first.
No, she didn't. She's like, move over.
I got it here.
Yeah.
Yes. This guy is, well, can I just mention a lot of his achievements after together? I mean, as Bright Twin, they've reached a lot. I mean, they've reached the whole world. But as Bright, he now has a sad movie singles. He has, I think, at least 3 singles who has millions of streams. Oh no, we forgot to mention from when he has This Person Must Be You, his very first single, and it's really good.
Yeah.
Right,
It is pretty good.
yeah. Kudos to Win. He's also part of the Fantopia. He has concerts, the Big Mountain concerts. What else? Yeah, I mean, the guy is phenomenal. I mean, Bright and Leonard. I mean, if you want to get
I was just gonna say I had a really tough work day yesterday. I was working really hard and making a lot of different things all at the same time, just juggling my priorities. And the only thing that got me through that work day was putting Sad Movie on repeat as loud as possible. And all my coworkers are looking at me like, this is a good song, but what are you doing? You've listened to it like 15 times. And I'm like, it's not enough. It's not enough.
That is not.
So,
It's not.
Yeah, at least 2,000 of that 2+ million streams are from me. Yeah, no, I'm not even kidding.
She's like, I'm not joking.
Alice, you have to attest to it.
Like she plays it when we are at work, when we are at home, and when we're walking outside, she would like play it when she's on her earphones.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna put myself on blast.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. Anyway, so if you want to know more about Bright and Win and their achievements or what the hell is happening to them right now, we have a new show. It's called Bright Win Weekly. It's on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. Are you guys ready for our game?
I'm
Oh my
ready.
God,
For
yeah.
Excited.
Go for it. I love
Yeah.
it.
Want to play.
Yes, we're not going to deep dive tonight any episode of Together the series because we have 13 episodes of them available on your Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or anywhere you want to listen to your podcast. I mean, if you want to talk about episode 1, all you need to do is to go to our page, and then you can see there episode 1, and then you can react to it or whatever. But right now, all you wanted to do is to celebrate the 1 year of the fandom of the Together series.
Yes.
Just so you know, guys, we're recording this at a different time. It's too early for Marcus. It's too late for us. And it's too... what time is it there? Yeah, this is the best. This is the best and the worst thing about this podcast. I mean, it's hard to schedule anything because of the time difference, but it's a good thing because you can see the determination of each and every one of us to be with each other. Yes. The
Yeah.
name of this
Yeah.
game is I Am Definitely. Oh, are you guys curious?
Oh.
I
Yeah.
want to listen to you guys' answers.
Yes.
Yeah.
There on our screen you can see the characters of Together. I mean, we've seen all of the episodes. We know exactly who they are. I mean, on the characters,
And we know the
right?
personalities.
We know their personalities. We know their decision
traits.
making. Yeah, their flaws, their pros and cons. I mean, we've seen the Together series more than we can count. So I think
Well,
you
it
should
does
be
have
able to
more than
answer.
50 million views, so we should know.
Yeah. I think 50,000 of those views are from me. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Yes. So we're gonna give an example. So I'm gonna give a situation, and then you're gonna tell me who are you amongst all those characters. I mean, I am definitely blank when I am okay. Our first item is when I'm at work. Whenever you're at work, which character can you you can relate to? I'm gonna start first. At work, I am definitely type. I am definitely type. I want all things organized. I want and I do something about it. And then I call out people I call out my coworkers whenever, hey, you should put it right here. I create a system or things like that. I am definitely type at work. So let's go with Robin. Who are you at work?
I was actually gonna say type, but then let me rethink that. Because I like to get things done ahead of time, but also I'm in a supervisory position, so maybe I should be dim at work.
Mhm.
But I'm not nearly as like, I don't know. I definitely tell people what to do, but I'm not, I'm not like him. So I guess I am mostly doomed, but this is called I am definitely. So let me think a little bit. No,
Yeah.
I'm definitely doomed. I can just be definitely doomed at work.
How about you, Alice?
I think I'm definitely Fong in the sense that um, he's like goofy when like there's nothing to do, but then when it's time to get serious, he gets serious and wise. Although I'm not wise.
You are.
We're all
Oh my
wise.
gosh. Yeah, you are wise. Maybe work
Yes,
together.
don't
I
say
know
that
that
to
you're.
yourself about
Oh,
yourself.
thank you.
He's very
How
too
about
humble.
yes? How about you, Donna?
Yeah, I think I'm Sarawat. Why? Because I just usually get the work
Oh,
done and quietly. I just do what is told, and I mean, I don't have to always like I've done this, I've done that, and let's do this, let's do that. I just work quietly. So that's why I
yeah.
feel like I'm Sarawat.
Yes. How about you, Marcus?
With me, I'm gonna take green. I'm that kind of person who's
Oh,
very fun and loving person, like funny person that I like to have fun with my friends. I'm a little annoying here and there because that's how I show my love to them. So I'll be person that person's like time. That'll be me having fun.
Cute.
And they know
I
when I
love
laugh, they know it's me coming because of my laughter. So you know how everybody can hear Green saying "Hi." They know that's Green. With me is my laughter. You're like, oh, here comes Marcos.
yeah.
oh.
Our cousins comment. Our next item is I am definitely blank when I'm with my closest friends. Oh gosh. Can we start with you, Marcos?
Yes, I was actually gonna say that. With me, it's actually gonna be time because I'm a very, very caring person. I love if you're very close with me, Robin knows very well. I'm a very loving person. I like to check up on you guys. I like to
Yeah.
give my love to you if you're very close to me. So that's why I like to show my love.
Yes, he usually updates us about his stuff, and we get a lot daily updates with Marcus. I mean, we can attest to that. Yeah, you're really sweet. How about you, Donna? Who are you?
Definitely.
Who are you amongst your friends?
Yeah, I
Close
think
friends.
I'm a combination of green and Tyne because Tyne, same with Marcos. I'm also very caring with my friends, and I also check them from time to time. I know who's in deep like trouble, or so I always make it a point that I check on them even though I'm busy. I make it a point to. It's like
Yes.
I schedule a time to message them one by one and just to check how they are. That's how I
Yeah.
show I care for them. And then I'm green at the same time because I'm a very cheerful person, quote unquote. And I can be very loud at the same time, and my laugh is very loud as well, especially when I'm very happy. So I
Oh,
think
you and I have that in common.
yeah, they're the same. It may not look like with my aura and all, but I'm very loud with my close friends. So there.
To you, I'm always like so quiet. But I'm just kidding. How about you, Alice?
For me, I think I definitely am a Sarawat. Because whenever I'm with my friends, I would be like I wouldn't talk that much, but I think if I do, it would be a lot of weight. Although once I'm with my really closest friends, like he is with Man and the boss, he would like really open up and like make sassy remarks and something like that.
How about you, Robin?
Um, I guess I would be a Fung because I am the kind of person where I don't really seek out to like give people advice or like talk to people about their problems, but my friends always come to me and say, "Hey, like this is what's happening to me right now. I really need some help
Oh, I
talking
can
about
testify
this
for that.
or just experiencing this." And so I feel like Fung that way. And the same way like that Fong, we know that he gives time like relationship advice, right? And he doesn't actually have a relationship himself, or we know he did actually at one point.
At
We
one
don't
point.
know who.
Some
Just that he broke up with his girlfriend, yeah, or that his girlfriend broke up with him. So in the same way, like I may not have the same problem that that friend does all the time, but just because of an outside perspective, I'm able to give it like distinct advice, or not advice most of the time, just like yeah, I'm just there for people, I guess. I try to be there for people in that way. So yeah, so I'm Fong. I would definitely be Fong.
well, as for me, not that they're asking. Well, this is always the problem of this podcast. I always ask, and then no one's even curious about my answer. So I'm gonna answer.
I am curious. God.
We're curious. Hey.
I'm a combination of man and Fong. I mean, man would man and Fong would definitely help you in, I mean, exceeding ways, like beyond themselves. Like for example, they will go with you on this. They will go with you on the bar, or they will advise you on something. It's just that I am also Fong is serious when it comes to advice, and then Man is goofy when he's advising Sarawat. And I can be both in a sense that if we're in deep trouble, I can be there and give you really good advice, just like Fong does. But I can also be the goofy person in the group, wherein okay, if you don't want to, then don't want to, something like that. I'm a bit I'm somewhere in the middle of Fong and Man, but definitely I love my friends so much that I can go above, over, and beyond for them, which is something similar to similar between the two of them, right? And between Fong and Man. Anyway, our next item is I am definitely blank with whenever I'm in love.
Oh.
Oh,
I mean, yeah,
oh.
it's either you're in love or you're attracted to someone. If you haven't been in love, whenever you're in love, you're blank. So let me start with the only person in this podcast with an active love life, Robin. Well, I'm sorry, I'm not. Yeah, Robin, it's your turn.
You got
Okay.
too shy now.
So yeah, I'm just thinking like I'm definitely a time. And I want to be a Sarawat, but I am a time. Like I want to take care of people, but I'm definitely the one who needs more taken care of. Um, and I often overthink things and stress out too much. And I think my boyfriend could tell you guys that. And yeah, in that way, I always start silly arguments and stuff like that without meaning to. Yeah, so I'm definitely time when I'm in love.
How about you, Marcus?
I think I'll be pecan because I'm the kind of person who tries to do everything for them or try to get their attention, you know what I mean? And I'll be there for them. So I think I'll be them. A little bit of time as well. I'm like as a friend, I like to be there for them, but if I'm in a relationship, I want to be taken care of as well because I'm always the giver and not the receiver.
Yes. How about you, Alice? I'm curious about Alice's answer.
Yeah, so because for everyone's information, I've been single all my life. I've never been
Not
in a
too long.
relationship, so yeah.
Yeah,
So
wait.
but I think that if I were in love, I would probably be paired like just smiling and then looking pretty and shit.
Yeah. It's fair like that. Yeah. Yeah.
Just she's kind of oblivious. In my in my perspective.
Yes. How about you, Don? I'm curious about this as well. I wanted to know what you would say.
Yeah, I think I'm Sarawat again because of the efforts that he did for Tyne, and maybe it's because of how he shows his love. Like it will always be evident with his actions. So we are similar in that way. Will always be present. Will always I personally would like us to be always together, and I'll always fight for you no matter what. And maybe that's why I'm Sarawat when I'm in love.
Oh my gosh. I think. Oh.
How about you?
How about you?
Oh my gosh! Thank you for asking. Yeah. Anyway, I think I am Sarawat, but not really. I think I'm more of type in the sense that my love language is really different. I'm not the lovey-dovey kind of person, but I'm super loyal. Like I think from the Still Together episode, you can see that type always say that, hey, keep this, or I mean, you shouldn't eat or you shouldn't like that. But that's our love language in a sense. And I mean, I am the worst girlfriend in the world. That's how I see myself for the longest
Say
time.
that.
So yeah, I'm not sweet. I don't get jealous. I mean, I love the person. I'm always loyal. So it's something like that. So I'm not really the romantic, I'm gonna give you the world kind of guy, a person. So I'm really type. But I love the person. Yeah, something like that. Oh my gosh, this is super serious. Anyway, let's let us move
We
on to
all
our
have a
next.
different love language, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so my love language is more of type. Yeah, I mean, he loves man, especially in Still Together, but he's not really the yay, I miss you, something like that. Not like that. Anyway, I am definitely blank when I'm jealous. I'll answer first. I am definitely kind when I'm jealous. I rarely get jealous, but whenever I am, I deny it.
Oh,
Yeah,
ouch.
yes,
Feel
I
attacked.
deny it. I keep it to myself. Like, okay, I'm gonna do a lot of things to complicate stuff, but I'm not gonna say it right then and there. Like, I'm jealous. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna ask my boyfriend for a drinking game and then coin toss and then ask him about the song, something like that. Yeah, you remember that episode? You
Yes,
remember
we
that
did.
episode? Yeah. I mean, he complicates things a lot, so that's me, right? How about you, Marcus?
I'm not a jealous person. I think I'm not. People say I am. But I think like time, I'll be time as well. I'm not a jealous person. I've never been in a relationship, but like if I was, I will trust my partner, and I'll probably dig in here and there to see what's going on as well. Try to drop some hints to get the answers as well. But I'm not a jealous person that I know of.
Yeah. How about you, Robin?
I'm definitely Pukong in the sense that I don't like. He felt some jealousy, for example, when Neil was pursuing Time, but he didn't hold it against Time, and he didn't do anything with it. He just kept on being determined and pursuing Neil no matter what. And I think that, yeah, while when in a relationship, I'm more like Time. I think when I love someone, I'm more like Pukong in the sense that I don't give up. I just keep on, I just keep on going, and I don't really I get jealous, but it doesn't take control.
Yes. How about you, Donna?
Yeah, I think I'm man in a sense. I'm just like always cool. Maybe I seldom get jealous really. So yeah, that's why I'm man. I'm just cool with things.
Go do
Yeah.
your thing.
Yep.
Yeah. How about you, Alice?
I think whenever I get jealous, I'm definitely type because of the passive aggressiveness. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Wow, thank you for your answer. Anyway, it just to wrap up this segment. Get your top three characters which you can whom you can relate to. I mean, I realized just now that it's really hard to resonate yourself with just one character. I mean, of course, we're gonna be different. So if there are three characters on the series that will sum up who you are, who are they? I mean, the closest definition. Yeah, I didn't give you time to think, so I'm gonna start. I think I am a bit of yeah, I'm definitely Sarawat, type, and Dim. Yeah, Dim because I have a little bit of a control issue. I mean, I was able to have a character development and then win some of that. So I'm dim in the sense, and I'm always gonna be type who wanted to have. I mean, who has this goal straight and then who has a first love language, but in a sense, when it comes to a lot of other things, I'm definitely a Sarawat. Yes. How about you, Alice?
For me, I think I'm also I'm also a Sarawat, a Fong, and a type. For mainly Sarawat because I am a musician, I am an introvert, and
I
for
am an introvert.
oh heck no,
He's like, I
Really,
don't agree with you.
Justin?
heck no. Yeah, then type in a sense that type is always serious, and in real life, if you've met me, you would usually get the first impression that this guy is always serious. And then Fong, because if you notice, I picked the top three most serious ones and quite the more quieter ones, I guess. But yeah,
Yes, I can see that. Hey, how about you, Marcus?
With me, it's gonna be time, green, and Fong. That would be my top three. Because I'm also a little wise. Green because I'm very wild, outgoing, and beating person, and then time because I'm very loving person. Once you're inside my heart, I do a lot of things for you.
oh,
How about Hannah?
I'm Sarawat, a Tyne, and a Green at the same time. Sarawat as a lover, Tyne and Green as a friend because Tyne is very caring as a friend and he has a lot of friends. And then Green because of his energy. And
Yes.
yeah. And I'm also that outgoing most of the time when meeting people, when being with friends, office mates, and whoever with my family. So there.
How about you, Robin?
So I'm going to be I'm Deem, Green, and Fong. Deem because again I do have some I do like to take control. I do like to I need some things that I obsess over, like the smallest things make me angry when it comes to like my phone not working or something not working. I'm like, ugh! I have that like built up frustration, but not with anything that's big. So if I have a big problem, like it's like whatever. But if it's a little problem, I freak out. If it's I'm green because I'm really goofy. Like I'm a super silly person, and I usually know a guy. I usually know a guy for things. So like if somebody's like, "Hey, do you know where I can do this?" I'm like, "I do," because Green always knows someone. And I'm Fung because I am able to give, or I am able to listen really well, and give people, caring, loving, not advice, but just like have a caring, loving conversation about a thing that's bothering you.
Yes, I can attest to that as well,
That's what.
Robin. Okay. Our next segment. This is not a deep dive, but we are going to reminisce some of the Sarawatine special moments. So here's the thing: if you have to choose one amongst all, not just with this picture. Um, what is your favorite Sarawat and Tyne moment? Okay, I'm gonna give you at least one more. Two Sarawatine moments that you like the most. So let
Can I
us
go?
start with So let's you need to choose from any of this or any of the Sarawatine moments that you cannot forget, and then explain why. Two. And since
so
you're the
yeah.
OG fan, you have to start.
I think my one of my first answers to that is the Pocky scene, of course, the pepero scene where they ate the pepero bread, where of course it's close to my heart because it's the one that turned me on to the series, and then of course it's also special because the intense eye contact between the two right off the bat of the series is like really captivating for me. The next would probably be the in if you look at the slide, it would be top left photo. It's the one where Sarawat was discreetly serenading Tyne with his favorite scrub song, Glide, because I think one of the first sparks of Tyne and Sarawat was because of this very intimate moment. And yeah,
Yes. How about you, Marcus? Top two.
My top two is actually gonna be the first time when type no not the type sorry Sarawat met Time on the
Oh my
concert,
god.
and he turned around because he stepped on him, and he's like those beautiful. I felt like the first love at first sight. You know what I mean? That's what I felt. My second one is when they're actually living together already, and they're sleeping in the sofa because his brother came in to like
aw,
check on them, and he's like, "You can't sleep. I'm gonna sleep with you." It was just so cute and tender. Like even though it was a small bed, it was just like so tender to get for them.
Yes. Well, how about you, Donna?
Um, I'll just choose from this slideshow because I think this is my top two. I have the top two here. So the first one would be Sarawat playing a song. He was teaching Tyne how to play a guitar, and I love this scene very much because it was originally recorded on a cell phone. It was legit recording on a phone, and the real video of it is actually uploaded in YouTube in case our
Ah.
listeners or
Oh,
doesn't know about that. So there. The second one would be this concert scene below. It's because I love concert scenes, and it's just very sweet, and it's more meaningful if you have your love of your life beside you while watching a live gig or a live scene or
Yeah.
a concert. So there. Those are my top two favorite scenes.
Yes. How about you, Robin? You know what? It's the best thing about being the host of the show because I get to delay mine because I haven't actually decided.
she can choose from our answers.
Yes. So I'm
So
contemplating well.
so
Yes,
my top two, it is absolutely a coincidence that they're both of the kissing scenes. Absolutely a coincidence.
you would, you
I
would.
love it.
The one where they're in Tyne's room and Sarawat is drunk and plays a song and then kisses him is my favorite because of the raw emotion that Bright is acting into that role, and just the raw emotion that Sarawat feels towards Tyne and is unable to like hold it back. I just love that display of energy. And then of course the top right photo in this slideshow, I love that scene because it's the first get as them being like as the air being both know what's going on and they're able to that kiss to recognize what's happening between them. And I love that that's like a collective sigh, like now something can happen, because
Now
in the first few episodes of the series, I didn't know what kind of drama this was going to be. I wasn't familiar with. I thought maybe that they would just be fake boyfriends the whole time, and that's all it was going to end up being. And so I was like really worried that, oh no, is this just going to be one of those shows? And then it wasn't. So, it made me really happy.
Yes. As for
What are your
I mean,
favorites?
thank you for asking. Oh my gosh, I feel so overwhelmed. Anyway, my favorite scene is definitely. Can you still remember when they had a deal when if Sarawat loses the football game, I mean, he should stop pursuing Tyne. And then Tyne went
Uh-huh.
back to the football field and he was feeling so bad. And then he said, what I do when I'm sad is to listen to Scrub song, and then they shared this the earphones, and then I think they sang it together in a sense, and they actually felt great. I mean, that's it. But that's one of my favorite scenes because it's super raw and true in the sense that songs actually help us feel better as well as being with someone we actually like, and it's really, oh my gosh, I have the words. And then since it's also me, it's Justin, it's definitely this second picture. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yes, because it's definitely Sarawat. I guess it's because Time wanted him to tell his brother that they're just friends, and then he was like asking, "So are we just friends? Who were we when we're just the two of us?" And then you're my boyfriend, and then I think there's pushing. Yeah, that's because it's me. Yes, I'm gonna be blunt about
Imagination.
imagination, and I was like, oh my god, this is like super good. Yeah, it is. I think this is one of the best non-bed scene. I mean, bed non-bed scene. I mean, the one that was left in imagination in the sense that it is actually effective in all sense possible. Right? Have you guys read the book?
Oh no.
No, I haven't.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think
haven't
Robin
finished
started
yet.
it. Yeah, I think Robin
Yeah.
started it. Alice and I finished it. Well, okay, I'm gonna ask Robin and Alice here. Which part of the book is your favorite aside from our favorite chapter 21? For those of
Oh
you who haven't
no.
read the book,
I
chapter
might have
21
I
is
haven't read the
sex
book
scene.
yet, but
I
I've
might
heard of
have
chapter
skipped
21.
ahead. I might have skipped ahead in the book to read that. I might have skipped ahead.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
For
not
those of
this.
you,
Yeah, I did.
Imagination.
I did.
you did? You read it already, the chapter 21.
Yeah, I skipped ahead to read.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh my
So
gosh! Now I want to read the book.
yes, you should read the book. Which part of the book is your favorite?
For me, I don't feel comfortable commenting on that yet because I want to read the whole thing to really make that decision.
Yeah. How about you, Alice?
Like for me, it's still chapter. I don't know if it's chapter 21 or early chapter 22. Like the scene after the deed.
The milk?
No, not the milk. Like after the deed, like Sarawat was like taking super care of Tyne. Like he was like taking care of him, like feeding him porridge, and because Tyne had a fever, so like Sarawat was like being the super attentive boyfriend that everyone wants.
Yes. As for me, I think it was seen on the trailer, the first trailer, the cinema scene. It isn't
Ah, yeah.
actually. It isn't. Yeah. It is super nice. I mean, Tyne went to the movies with Sarawat, thinking that he will end it. He will end it with Sarawat, and then after that, that was the part wherein they became officially lovers or officially boyfriends.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really sweet. So that's one of the scenes that I hope GMMTV retained, but overall these
Yeah.
are actually nice.
But yeah, I think I was a little disappointed when they removed that. But the way GMMTV executed the confession scene in the actual series, it was still good. It was actually
Yes, you're
very good,
hello?
actually.
Hello?
Yeah, we can still hear.
Yes.
You good, right?
Anyway, hello?
Yeah, we
Yes.
can hear you.
Yeah, sorry for that.
No, it's okay.
Yes. Anyway, yeah, after the Sarawat and Tyne Valentine scenes. Let's talk about the other couples. I mean, I know that hello there, meaning.
Yeah. So for okay.
Sorry
Okay.
for that. That was GMM TV calling. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding.
They just appreciated the praise of the series and how they executed it. They wanted to
I'm sorry.
let us know. Yeah.
Anyway, so as you can see on the screen, we have the other love teams from before the Together series, before the Still Together. It was just them. It's Sarawat and Tyne, Man and Type, Green and Dim, and Pukong and Mill. So can you talk about what is it that you like and don't like about the relationship of Man and Type? Can we dig into that? Let's call on the king of DL series, Marcus.
What I don't like about is like when Type was going to like the little seminars and all that, we didn't know what he was thinking because he was like giving Man was getting like the bad signals, especially when he sat next to him and he was crying and he was like, it was just like bad signals for me.
Yeah. What I don't like about the Man and Type thing is that Man did a lot of things. I mean, he went overboard. I mean, it's borderline stalker in a sense. Yeah,
It wasn't borderline, it was stalker.
Yeah, he was.
I was like, oh my gosh, if this is in real life, I wouldn't actually appreciate all of this. I mean, it's romantic when it comes to a BL series, but when someone did that for me, I was like, oh, well. And but I kind of quite understand the point of Type, especially when it's not clear with us if it's gay from the very beginning, if he likes girls before Man. I mean, it's not clear on us, but I get his hesitations, right?
Yes.
How about you, Donna? What is it that you don't like and like about Man and Type? Aside from they both can dance too well. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I don't like that Type was so hard to get. If I was Man, I would stop pursuing him. Honestly, I'm not that patient because it was so hard to get him, and he was so hard to like um distinguish what's running on his mind. Yeah, it was said already. But what I like about that is their relationship, or how they is how they ended up. I also love that um in the end of the relationship, like in the Still Together series, if I can remember it correctly, he Type spent a weekend just to be with Man. I think he flew all the way from Phuket, is that right? To
Yeah.
yeah, to the beach, just to be with him, to spend time with him, even though
There's more.
Yeah.
Isn't that Still Together?
yeah,
Yeah.
still, yeah, in Still
No,
Together.
even in the Together series, if you can remember when Man stopped actually going to the coffee shop and stuff,
Mhm.
Type did a lot of effort to get him. I mean, he's the
True.
one who went to Man's say, hey, I like you as well. I mean, he realized that, and I like the effort at the end of the series. How about you, Robin?
I don't like very specifically. What is it? Can you hear me?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Very, very specifically, I don't like the part where Type chooses to get into his boss's car. And in
Yeah.
that moment, I was like, oh man, because man is
That
this
hurt.
perfect angel who must be protected. But I do like that. I do like that Type. I don't know. We see later on, like in Still Together, that Type is like trying to take care of them as a couple. Like Type is always trying to take care of them, and man is always trying to take care of Type. And they have that relationship where they're trying their best together. And I like that. It's not always perfect, but yeah.
I think the story of man is encouraging for a lot of people, especially for the one-sided love affair. I mean, the thing this I mean someday your efforts will bear its fruit somehow, right, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
So let's talk about the youngest amongst them all, Pukong and Mil.
Okay.
I mean,
oh.
what things that you like and don't like about them as a couple? I mean, from the Together series standpoint, not including the Still Together.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like the fact that that Pukong. I mean, I sincerely think that Pukong actually just like Mil because he's the first guy who ever gave him a little bit of attention in a sense. Like I don't actually get their meet cute in the first place. Like they met on the backstage and then he helped him and gave him food. I mean, a lot of people would do that. I don't like how they met, but I like how it ended for them. I mean, I like the fact that it says there that Mil will think about it first. If you remember from the top of the building, they were talking, and then Mil accepted Pukong's love, and then he said that he's gonna think about it because that is how it works, right? That you have to process it first. I mean, that's one of the closest thing to reality about this series. Anyone, guys?
So for me, I don't like that. Like, I understand Neil's position, but I don't like that he also does not consider where Pukong is coming from, right? So he doesn't like care for Pukong's time at all. Like, there are scenes where Pukong is anyway, he doesn't consider his feelings at all. He's like constantly calling him bro and like and I also don't like that Pukong is not honest about who his brother is. Yeah, but I do like their dynamic. Like I do like the way they interact with each other. I do like that they're a little more I don't know how to describe it. I do like that they have kind of a back and forth going on. And yeah, so I do like their dynamic between each other.
Yes. And of course, it's a fun fact to our listeners. The first episode of Robin is about the reconciliation of this couple. It's Green and Dim. I mean, it's the revelation that they're actually together. So I think Robin should go first on this.
Okay,
What's the worst and what's the good and bad thing about two of them?
The bad thing is that it appears from the outside that their relationship is toxic, and that it just constantly, like, right? Because that's like the first reconciliation that we see, and we're probably all thinking like, oh, finally, they're back together. It's going to be fine. But no, we learn that they just have that kind of relationship where they're arguing back and forth. There's always some big issue, and I don't like that appearance from the outside, that it's toxic. What I do like is that even though, and this reminds me of my own relationship, not the constant arguing like that, but like when I do get into arguments, that when they get into arguments, there's kind of an understanding that everything's going to be fine. Like that they're gonna come back together anyway. Like they don't even,
Yeah.
you can kind of tell it's not entirely serious. Like they're even being silly about it the entire time almost. Like they take their arguments to a ridiculous level that you can't really that are almost like hard to take seriously. Like they create a huge and also I like that they drive the plot so often.
Yeah.
Like they are integral
Exactly.
to the plot. Like there's that TikTok meme, like these are the main actors, but these guys are the freaking plot, and they are. Like they're the whole reason the whole like situation from the beginning happened, right? So I just love that they're so integral to the plot line, and they're both really dynamic. And I'm in love with the character of Green. You can tell I have a lot of passion about Green Bean.
I know.
In fact, I wish they had their own series, right? But
Yes.
but yeah, but I just love that they drive the plot line and that they're so dynamic together. And that they have that again, I love that back and forth that different characters can have. Like they're constantly arguing. And I think it's fun, but I don't like the toxicity. Yeah.
As for me, I don't like the idea that they have physical problems. I mean, I think I physical abuse kind of problem. I don't want to use the abuse part, but I think of if from this specific scene, I think Green was telling Tyne that that his boyfriend is beating him up. That's the reason why Tyne was super scared to get out or something. Yeah, I hated that part. But then he said sorry, so okay. And then eventually, I like what Robin said about the dynamic of Green and Dim. I mean, I think that's the thing about couples. You do not necessarily have to be the same. The dynamic is really important. It suits. It's like a puzzle. I mean, they complete each other in a sense, right? I'm a huge fan of both of the actors, and then I think, and I also want to add to the petition to the GMMTV for them to have their own series. I mean, yeah, it works. Yeah, it works if it's a different story or if it's another series with the characters of Green and Dim from their perspective. Oh, makes sense.
Oh, that would be good.
Yeah. How about you? Who else? Marcus.
With me, with Green and Dim, right? I just didn't like they were very toxic. I was surprised when when he opened the door and he popped out. I'm like, you guys are in a relationship? I was like so confused.
Yeah.
It's like so awkward. And like, you two? It's like they're so opposite. But like they say the opposite complete each other, you know what I mean? And like the bickering and fighting, I didn't like that as well. It was like, no, but you can also relate to that because you do see that from other people's relationship. I'm like, you guys shouldn't be together, but at the same time, you guys make a good couple.
Yes, yeah, I can attest to that. How about you, Dawn?
Yeah, I have the same dislike about the relationship. It's the toxicity. I don't like how they get angry so easily, so angry so easily, and especially Dim is very short tempered.
Yeah,
And
hot-headed.
I'm sorry, I just have to mention that. And what I love about them is that they will compromise at the end of the day, or maybe it will take days, but they know how to compromise, how to say sorry to each other, and to own their friend. So that's what I love about them. Yeah. How about you,
Yes, how
Elise?
about
Thank you. So I guess I would agree with everyone in saying that I hate how toxic their relationship from an outsider's perspective, because I think they're both a bit petty. But the thing I like about the two of them is that they are the catalyst for the whole story of Together the series.
Yeah, that's so true, right? Anyway, thank you for that. So before anything else, well, I'm gonna skip into that. Let's go to our award session. Yay! You don't need to say
Yeah.
why. You just need to give the award to the person. Okay, I'm gonna say, for example, best in blah blah blah, and then you're gonna answer right away. Oh, minus something. Anyway, uh, best dressed awardee. Sarawat. Mine is Sarawat. The boots and
I
yeah. How about
I have to agree with you. I think Sarawat is the best dressed.
Oh, I think for me it's time. Like since she's of course, you know the guys
You
that I'm
would.
such a Winston.
Yeah.
Winston?
It's no surprise, but you can see how he can spice up their outfit, their uniform. Like he has his own branding when it comes to their uniform.
Yes. Guys, about you.
Yeah, for me it's Pear. I think
Oh,
yeah, no matter what she wears, may it be very simple or not, her beauty always stands up, and she always looks pretty and very charming whenever she wears.
Yeah, she's so
Pear.
pretty.
Yeah,
You're right.
yeah.
Yes. About you, Marcus.
For me will be Bong Bong. For me, he's like every outfit he had on the episode, it looked good on him, and it brought up his skin tone as well. So
Hmm.
that's what I liked about him. That any color would go with him.
Yes. Our next award is Best in Character Development. So the character development, he should grew, I mean the character grew from episode 1 to episode 13. So who's yours? Best in character development. Mine is Sarawat. Because from this super, yeah, because not just because I'm a bright star, but from defensive. Because from being this, I don't care about you, blah blah blah. I don't care about other people aside from man and boss. I mean, because of time, his character developed in the sense that he's more vocal. He's now friends with additional 3 people, things like that. Yeah.
For me, I would have to say it's time, and not because I'm a Winston, but because he's going from being a hetero player, right? He's a straight guy who's like a player, dates all kinds of girls. You know, he's trying to get his name out there. To like he's Mr. Chic, right? And he goes through this big whirlwind thing. I think it's easy to forget sometimes that he like went from liking girls like exclusively to liking Sarawat, and having to deal with the fallout from that with his friends and his own internal feelings. And I think that's a big development for him. And he's used to being like probably the one who takes care of the girls, right? He takes them out to eat. He, does different things. We saw him go to the guitar shop with Pear, right? So he's used to doing things like that. And now he has Sarawat doing things like that for him. So that takes like, probably a little bit of surrendering of his normal role in a relationship. So I think that's a big character development. So for me, it's time.
Who else?
Yeah, actually, same for me. Mine is of course time, not because I'm a Winston. but yeah, you can see how Time is a cheap boy, and then you can see how slowly he became domesticated by Sarawat.
Domesticated.
Sophisticated.
Oh my gosh, your words, Agnes. Domesticated. Yes. How about you, Donna and Marcus?
Yeah, Marcus, go
Uh,
ahead
for-
first.
For me, it's gonna be type actually. because you saw the huge development character for him. Like he was very so serious, very you didn't know he was a mystery for us when we saw him because we didn't know if he was straight, gay, or anything. But when what was his name? I was gonna call him Mike. Man was trying to pursue him and going to see him, and then Type was being irritated, and he told him to like back off. You saw him that he little by little he missed him, and then in the end he went towards Man and told him, "Okay, I'll date you." That was a big character for him, and for him to let him get kissed in the classroom, it was like, okay, this is beautiful.
Aw.
Yeah. How about you, Donna? We're still
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah. No, actually, we have Marcus and I have the same selection. It's Type for me too, because he started in the series like a snobbish person. He was like introvert. I'm not sure. It's like I hated him at first, and I like how he eventually developed to being a supportive brother and a very loving partner to Man. So there.
Yes. So
Yes,
up
he was a little
next,
douche.
Yep, he was a douche.
I think yes. Our next award is the Best Wingman Award. I mean, the character who helped Sarawatine or any other couple be together. Who is that Best Wingman Award?
I think it will be Fong because he's like he knew before anybody else that they were together because he read the signals and he was being supported towards Time. Like you need to do this for him or do this. He was very, very supportive.
I would agree, but I think like first I'm thinking of like in terms of Sarawat's friends, it's Man, definitely. He's the one who sent the email, right? He's the one who knew the secret that that Sarawat already liked Tyne for like a year already. He's the one who is behind so much of the advice that well, he gave a lot of advice to Sarawat about what to do, right? So for me, it's Man.
For me, actually, it would be Dim, because if you remember, it was Dim. Tyne was able to enter the music club because of Sarawat through Dim, and then actually, if you remember the forest scene, we could see there the uh, Sarawat and Dim actually conniving on what to do with the draw lots. And then actually, I think again when they were asked to describe their when Dim was asking the music club members to describe what they thought about their partner in the video. I don't. That's just for me.
I totally forgot about that scene.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
me too.
Who else?
How about you guys?
Donna.
Me, it's Man as well, like Robin. I think not only he was a good wingman between Sarawat and Tyne, but also for Fukong and Mil. I like how he was very supportive and boss about Fukong's love and what do you call this courting strategy for Mil.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
and most of the time they were the ones giving advice to Fukong, like an older brother to him. So there, he's my favorite wingman.
For the sake of being consistent, mine is Sarawat.
Come on.
No, I'm not
You have to
even
change your
kidding.
answer.
Yeah.
No, I'm
What
not
is he
even
doing that for?
yeah. No, because if you remember, Sarawat actually help Man get into type by feeding him information about type. I mean, where his internship would be and
Yeah.
things like that. And also, he let Man took, I think, type home when they were drinking.
drunk.
So something like that. Yeah, it's not just because I'm a bright stan, but he is the best
Of
wingman.
course not.
Sure.
No, that's not the reason.
Of course, that's not the reason.
That's
Anyway,
not the reason.
yes. Our next award is most determined, or sorry for saying this, best in determination. This is the most determined character. I mean, persistent. The most persistent character.
I mean, for me, it's
Wow.
obvious. It's time. For most persistent. Yeah, because he doesn't give up on anything, right? I mean, there's a few other characters, but for me, it's time, because he learns the guitar. He scrapes the skin off his fingers to learn the guitar, to play songs, and he doesn't give up on anything. He keeps on going. He even rides a bike and then crashes over a hedge, over a bush, to try to make Sarawat his fake boyfriend. I mean, this isn't even about having a real boyfriend, getting a real relationship. This is just to get away from Green. He is that determined. So.
Yes, as for me, I'm gonna think about it, but I think it's Sarawat.
What a surprise.
Excuse
Didn't
me.
see that coming.
Excuse me, guys. The guy saw this one guy in a concert, and then he searched all of the concerts just to see him. I mean, what's that?
Yeah.
That's determination, right? And then even if Ty was super vocal saying, hey, I like girls, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, whatever. Well, he didn't stop. Yeah, he tried his best. How about you guys?
Me will be
Alice.
Man. Oh,
I don't know. Go ahead,
No,
Marcus.
go ahead.
mine will be Man because he never gave up on type. Like he did so much for that guy that in the end it paid off. Like he bought him chocolate, a cake. He tried to read books with him. It was so cute. Even try to get him what was it? I forgot. A ride to the dinner and all that.
Yeah.
You know, he went to that dinner, and even though he got made as a fool, he never gave up on him.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, it would probably be Fukong, because I think that if you could see, Fukong pursued a degree in architecture, or tried because of Mill, and then even though he knew that Sarawat and Mill were enemies, he still pursued Mill, and then even though he knew that Mill actually liked Tyne, he still pursued Mill. So I think that Fukong in a way is a bit tragic, but I really love how determined he is to get his man.
He was stepping on bad territory there.
Right.
Yes. Our next award is the most talented character award. Well, as for me, I'm gonna think about it.
She can't choose it.
I think it's really. Oh my gosh, it is definitely Sarawat. I mean, he can play football.
No, really?
Yeah, I mean, it's super surprising, right? Oh my gosh, it's Sarawat. Just kidding. Yeah, I think it's Sarawat because he can play music, football. I think if there's one thing he can't do, it's definitely dance.
Yeah. I
Yes,
think for me, it's Deem, because he can play so many different instruments.
Oh, true.
I mean, Sarawat can too, but like I think we see Dean pick up all kinds of different instruments in the series, and then he has to lead an organization, right? And then he's
Sarawat
very
does that
talented.
too. Sarawat did that too. He led that organization. Anyway.
Yeah, but not in Together the series.
True, he didn't.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You can't
I'm
play
sorry,
that
Rob, I
card.
was just kidding. Yeah.
It's all right. We need a little friction. We need a little friction sometimes. What about you guys?
Yeah.
For me, it's actually it is green. It's green. Actually,
Okay.
because we know that he can cook, we know that he can box, and he can definitely cheerlead, as we can see with like China.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think for me, he's talented, very talented.
Who is
How about you guys?
Green? Talented. He is talented.
Yeah.
Yep. Them.
Yeah, because I was saying, as I was saying, he can cook. He cooked for time, like, and then he could also be a cheerleader, and then of course he actually was in the music club, so I guess he had some musical aptitude, not because of Dean, and then yeah.
I think he doesn't know anything about music. That's the reason why. Air paired him with time. But yeah, I'm just gonna set things straight because Sarawat is definitely the most talented character. Is Donna done? Are you
I'm
done?
not yet. Yeah, for me,
Yeah.
it's male. I would like to choose Sarawat.
How dare you?
But well, Mil is a good musician as well. He plays the guitar well, he sings well, and he is also good in football like Sarawat. And then
But-
third, he's good in drawing. He's under the College of Architecture, if I can remember it correctly. And Fukong is always asking for advice. He always consults Mil about drawing, about the plates or whatever they're doing as part of their requirements in school. So that's why for me, he's the most talented here over Sarawat. Sarawat's the
How
second.
dare you? How dare you? I'm gonna remember this. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, our next this is the last
Marcos go?
this is the last award about the character. The last three awards are about the actors already. So this last question is, who do you think is the best friend amongst all of them as a character?
Oh. This is hard.
Yeah, who is the best friend? I mean, if you were to choose your best friend, who is it from the characters?
Definitely Thong. He both would have my back and he could tell me what to do if I needed advice. So Thong.
Yes.
Yeah, and he would talk me down from like unfortunate situations. Yeah.
It's really hard for me to choose, but definitely Sarawat. No joke.
No, really? She's a different character.
Yeah. Aside from the fact that he is so handsome, he is very loyal. Yeah. I mean, well, I have a lot of friends. But sometimes I feel like I wanted friends who were like Sarawat only has me and another one person. So, yeah, I think he's very loyal in the sense that he's very loyal. Period.
Yeah.
For
Anyone
me
else?
will be Fong as well. I agree with Robin. He will be the best man to like be there for you. Like he'll make you laugh, he'll make you smile, and when you advise, he'll give you that best advice that you're gonna be like, wow, thank you. I came towards you to give me that advice. And he's also like that kind of friend who's not gonna give up on you, and he's gonna push you in any situation when you're happy or sad. he's gonna be there for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then actually for me it would be Fong because I'm a Win stan and I love everyone that's involved with Win. I'm just kidding. It's because if you see Fong usually goes with what Tyne says, but he makes Tyne realize his true feelings. If I'm saying this right, and I think that I mean, Pong went to the lengths of getting beaten up by Green. So, so that's a good friend to have, someone who can get beat up just for you, although it wasn't intentional.
It's because Fong knows how to read signals. That's why
Yeah, he's
he's a
good at
good at
reading
reading the
signals.
people.
Exactly.
And then
It's
for you, Don,
Jonathan.
Yeah, it's the same for me. It's Fong to me as well because he's a good advisor, and he will talk to you frankly if something's not right. And I like that kind of friend who confronts you if you're doing something wrong. And he's not the kind of friend who'll always be there for you when things are just only going smoothly. He'll also be there for you when things are rough, and that's
Yeah.
what I also love about him there.
Tell Sarah what he won't leave you.
It's a given.
Plus, yeah, plus he is so handsome. So yeah. Anyway, yes. Here is we just have very few options for this one, but for you, who's gonna win the best actress award for this? Yeah, we have a very few female characters on this series. It's Pear, it's Earn, it's Air. Air is what's
The
music
vice
secretary.
president, I guess, the secretary.
What's the name of P Fang? Fang is the
leader.
president of the cheerleading
cheerleader.
squad.
Mhm.
Yeah. We have very can I just say it? We have very few female characters, but all of them has strong personalities, right? I mean, maybe some of them are really into Sarawat in a sense, but they're leaders of the group. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's very well written by what's the name of the writer?
GT
Yeah.
Rain.
G.T. Rain, yeah. He gave the female characters such power. So who is the best actress for you?
for me, will be actually Pear because she was a good friend. She was a motivator to everyone. She'll she has a good character development as well.
Yes. How about you guys?
For me, it's Earn. Specifically because of the scenes that she has with Man. I like their back and forth. I especially like the part where she pretends to be being interested in a business advice about her business class with type, and then she's been promised tickets to a concert beforehand. Her whole interaction is unsuccessful. I think she acted that awkward, the part of being an awkward person who didn't know what to say very well. And then at the end, I really like how she's like, "Where's my tickets?" So for me, it's Earn. But love is a close second. It's hard for me. Pear's a close second. It's hard for me to choose, but I chose Earn.
Mine is gonna be Fang. I think I wanted to vote for Sarawat, but well, this is not his category.
Hey.
Yeah. Mine is gonna be P Fang, the leader of the cheerleading squad. This is just a raw thought. I haven't thought of this yet. But if I imagine myself watching the series again without her being a super fan of Sarawat, and then her acting, I mean, I can still remember her face when he gets excited, when she is being a leader and stuff. I think it's very good acting, and and she's not even. I don't even know her name in real life, so it's an indication of, well, yeah.
Yeah.
How about you,
Seems
Donna?
good.
Yeah, for me, it's P-Fang as well because I like how she acted in the whole series. You can see it in her eyes. Her eyes speaks whatever she has to do in the acting, and she plays a very good role as the president of the cheerleading squad. And you'll really get her when she's angry or if she wants to do something for the group. And I think she played it really well there. So how about Marcus?
I went already.
Oh, sorry.
I'll go.
Alice.
I'll go.
Ellen.
For me, it's also Fang because of the simple fact that when she is being super strict at teaching the cheerleading squad, and then when Sarawat arrives, she just immediately snaps to like the super
From
fangirl, the super
That's the
fangirl.
best part.
Yeah,
Alice,
exactly.
Alice. She says this line that we mimic. What's that?
Oh
The
no!
I forgot. Yeah, yeah. He has this line, cheering
Don't
squad,
keep
and
Sarawat
then
waiting.
no.
Oh.
The sigh. I'm gonna think of it. I'm gonna say it
Kunhu,
later
was
on.
that was Kunhu? Is that something like that?
Yeah, Kunho. If you
Kunhu.
remember that, the one for in the
It's
cheerleaders
the
and
cheer like
the cheer. Kunho. Yeah, yeah.
it's like an inside joke in our household. Like whenever one says it, like there's automatically an echo.
Yeah. Kunho. Yeah.
Kunhu.
That's, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we love I just remember I just realized that I love PFAM way before this podcast episode. So we have last two awards before we wrap this anniversary episode. Um number one, the second is the best supporting actor. So we have the best actor as our last as our closing salvo for this segment. Who is the best supporting actor? The best supporting actor should I mean, he's not the highlight, but he supports. Oh my gosh, what a description. Uh
For me, that would definitely be Green because of his screams, his antics, and then like of course he's
uh
driving the plot. Or,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
How
I have to agree with you. It's Green, for me as well, just because he drives the plot even more so than Dean.
about you, Donna?
For me, it's Man. I love how he supports both Sarawat and Tyne. At the same time, Sarawat's brother Fukong, and in real life as well. I think it's good to have him as like a right person, a right hand person, because you can really trust him. So there, Man.
How about you guys? Who else? Marcus.
With me will be actually Green. I agree with as well. Like he made the show better. He made the his character is like amazing. He played that role very well, and when he screams, you know that's him. And the way he walks
Yes.
is so cute too. It was so adorable.
Mine is going to be, yeah, I hate the answer. I think mine is going to be a good thing actually. I wanted him to be my best actor. He
Oh, hello?
that is not loud. It's not every scene. How I see it. For example, Sarah in a scene with Man and Boss, kind of like Man and Boss, in a way because his acting is super subtle. I mean, the character is very introvert in the sense that the people with him shines. So for me, he is the best supporting actor. Well, the next award is gonna be the best actor, and for me, that is Green. Green is the best actor throughout all the whole series. I mean, I don't know how a person can portray the role even better. I mean, yeah, it's Gus. It's Gus who is the best actor for me. How about you guys?
I have to agree with you as well. I'll go with the green. His character is so different from his personality. Uh, he made it the series so funny. He was also that person that you see the difference of his personality to the actor. He's well wide, and you don't see that often as well from actors. Like you see
It's
one
Gus.
direction, and Gus hits the milestone.
How about you, Alice? Who is your best
For-
actor? Oh my gosh,
I don't think
I
so.
Yeah.
This is a very obvious one. It's of course Win Meta Win or time. Simply because we all know that he is a rookie in the industry, and then the way that he portrayed his character, the both the high parts and the low parts of Tyne, and then the way he cries, it was like super realistic, and the way his body trembles whenever he cries, it just really got to me. And then of course his antics when he's happy, and then of course his beautiful smile.
and it's super hot butt.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course, that's a given.
About you, Donna?
Yeah, same with Elise. It's time for me. It's because yeah, this is his first series ever, and he played it very well. What I really love about his acting in this series was that he can easily cry, and
Yeah.
if you see him cry and if you see him very sad and affected, you'll be affected as well. You'll cry
Hey,
as
you
well with him.
sympathize, yeah.
Yeah, that's the
You
word.
do.
You sympathize with him. And I also love the 2 points that Elise has given. It's his smile. I love his smile very much. It's very attractive. And the second one, I love his body, his chest.
This
Not the only
podcast
one.
and the body.
Yep.
Yes, who else is not yet done with the best actor?
I think Marcus and Robin.
Robin.
Marcos went. I think so. For me, I have to agree with my esteemed colleagues, Ellis and Donna, and say that Win Medawin is my best actor. The reason being, yes, he can cry easily. Yes, his acting is believable. It communicates what the character's supposed to be feeling, but also he's not self-conscious at all in his acting. Like he will do when he does that cheer. Itai, itai, itai. Like he's like, I'm a bottom, but top is good. I'm a top, but bottom is good too. Like that whole thing. He doesn't have any. There's no sense of win, meta win there. Like he is trying.
Exactly.
There's no question about it. And so yeah, for me, it's his acting ability is really great, and I think he has a lot of room for growth too. But also, he can also play like every emotion, like not just sadness, not just happiness, but also like feeling really
Jealousy.
awkward. Like remember when his friends are questioning whether he's actually in love with Sarawat. There's that moment in I don't know exactly where they were, but where they were at a table with those girls who were trying to get his number. He just didn't know what to do, and he was frozen. Like it was very believable that he just didn't know what to do. That he was just like like deer in the headlights, kind of like gay panic kind of thing going on. Yeah. So for me, it's win, meta win.
Yeah.
And the shirtless scenes don't hurt. They don't hurt.
Well, we need to. I mean, this has been so much fun. I mean, this episode has been so much fun. I well, we always like to get to know our fellow together the series fans, and if you wanted to just talk about Bright or Win or Together the series, all you need to do is to DM us or tweet us. I mean, we're living on 4 different time zones, 3 different time zones. I mean, be able to reply to you, and I don't usually sleep, so there's that.
We know
She
that.
doesn't.
Yeah.
Yes. So so to end this video podcast episode of our anniversary of the anniversary of our favorite series, let's talk about the OST. I mean, the Scrubs play a lot of our favorite scenes in the series, and I asked you guys to take note of the English translation of your favorite, a line or two of your favorite Scrub song. But let me just point out that sorry, I don't have my camera on. So let me just point out that all the international fans. I mean, do you guys have Spotify?
Yeah.
Yes. It's super weird that for 2020, Scrub was part of my top 5 artists. Yeah, so it was Bright and Scrub. So I mean, Jenny Panhan, the Thai actress, actually has Scrub on his top 5 on Spotify. I mean, Scrub was big even before Together series, but they were introduced to a whole new demographic of BL series fans, right? And their
Yeah.
songs are actually great. They're not just famous for whatever reasons. They're famous for who they are. So if you're new to Together the series or the podcast, please listen to Scrub. So let me start with Alice because I know that he's super prepared for this. Yeah. Yes. When I was busy doing all the slides, he was like listing down his. So yeah.
Yeah, so like my favorite song for the whole series is actually Glide, which means close. It's the song where Sarawat it is yeah it was the scene where in Sarawat and Tyne were in Sarawat's room, and then Sarawat was serenading Tyne. Really like the lyrics where um when we're too close that we want to stop breathing. It's so close that there's only me and you today. Like, oh, please. And then looking at the scene where Sarawat was serenading Tyne, and then they were having intense eye contact. And then Tyne was like he didn't know that he was smiling out of reflex. It was such a
Aw.
great scene. How about you guys?
It's like a
What about you, Sting?
call me I'm just singing, yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to prove that I know all the songs.
I mean, like every day she plays that, so it would be a great sin if she didn't know the song yet. By at this point,
Yeah. What are you saying? Anyway,
How about you,
who
Gretchen?
else?
how about you?
Me, mine?
Yes, you.
Yeah, do yours.
Justin?
Yeah, Justin.
Yeah. Mine is Look. It's actually translated this deep. If you can remember, it was played when
Justin, you go ahead.
Yeah. Am I talking? I'm talking. Yeah, it's Look. It's deep. Yeah, it's deep. It's my favorite song of the series. It's from the episode wherein we discovered that Sarawat actually saw. Oh my god! Yeah, it's from the concert it's from the concert, and then yeah, it's the revelation that Sarawat already met Tan a year ago, something like that. But I really like the lyrics in the sense that I can relate to it too much. I mean, how it's like no matter how much the two of them deny to themselves that they actually like each other, the lyrics were deep inside. We both know in every minute that there might be something. I like the
Oh,
feeling. Yeah, I like the feeling that you're not sure and sure at the same time. You feel great when you're with the person. I mean, Tyne actually, I think the Tyne is actually feels great with Sarawat during the concert, but he's not sure. But deep inside, they both know that there's something going on already. So at the song, like, and also it's catchy. Look, well, sorry, I'm not so much of a singer.
So,
Yeah, I can sing it, but I guess we're gonna lose subscribers after this.
Love it.
so mine is also deep, and I'll prove it because I wrote it down beforehand. So I don't want you to
Wow.
think that I'm just because of that. It was kind of personal for me because it reminded me of the lyrics, like deep inside our hearts, we know it well. In every minute, there might be something that you and I have to meet and face. It reminds me of actually when I first started talking to my boyfriend, I had favorited him on this. This is weird. It's a gay dating app called Boy Ahoy. Um, and I want to say it is not like nautically themed. It has nothing to do with like sailing on the ocean. But that's just what it's called. Um, and I had favorited his profile, but I was kind of too scared to like say anything. And then he messaged me immediately and he was like, were you the one who just favorited me? And then so from there, like this series of conversations like launched. And we both liked each other, but we were trying not to like get too involved because of the distance between us. He lives 7,000 miles away. And we were trying to not do that. We were like, we don't know, we're not gonna apply anything to it. But so we kept on denying it because of the distance. And so for me, there was just this feeling floating around. And one day I just had to confront that situation and say, okay, we need to do something about this. We can't just, we have to acknowledge this. We have to like get into it and just deal with whatever the future brings. So for me, that was why deep resonated for me, because it's deep inside our hearts. We knew like something was going on. And we couldn't we couldn't deny it.
Yes, Robin and I will work together. I'm gonna write their love story and we're gonna sell it to GMMTV. So yeah, and then 2-3 years later, Bride and Win will play their parts. You don't like that?
Yeah,
I would love that.
Yes. How about?
I mean, honestly,
you?
any
Go ahead.
story they have to be.
Yes, would be great. How
Yeah.
about you, Donna?
Yeah, I have the same song with Ellis. I love Close as well, Glide. I also love the lyrics he mentioned. The when we're so close that I want to stop breathing, so close that there's only you and me today. I really love that lyrics. And the end lyrics of the song, it's who are we stopping ourselves for? Yeah.
Oh,
It's very, oh my god. So kilig.
so
Very
kilig.
touching, yeah. And yeah, there. And I also love how the rhythm of the song goes, how it was composed, how they play the guitar. So it's just so perfect for me. That's why I love Glide.
Yes. How about you, Marcus?
I'm actually choosing a different one from you guys. I forgot what episode they played it on, but it's called Everything. And my favorite lines is, I'll do everything. I will try every way. It makes me know, well, how things will be like. And I like the lyrics a lot because no matter all the characters went through, they went through little struggles. They did their pushing around and all that. They and everything they did together. In the end, they got together. So that's why I like this lyrics so much. Um, I can relate to the lyrics because I'll be that person who would try everything. I would like to test the waters before anything, before if it's worth it or not, because you don't want to get hurt. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's super sweet. Well, this I have one. I mean, our closing salvo for our anniversary episode is to answer a question. So you need to answer that question and say goodbye. So that's it. Uh, it how was it? How did you feel? Did you enjoy our anniversary episode?
I loved it so
Yeah,
much. So
super.
fun.
And I'm enjoying it.
Yes. So if our listeners, if our subscribers would like to get into the whole Together series fandom, deep dive or whatever, all they need to do is to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and do subscribe us on our YouTube. It's all at Together Podcast. That's the only thing we have to remember. At Together Podcast. Well, anyway, as a closing salvo, guys, my question is how I mean this is the first question that we Alice and I ever ask ourselves on our episode 1 of Together the series deep dive. How big of a fan are you of the Together series? Well, I'm gonna start. um I am such a fan that I've seen Together the series more than I can remember. I know the lyrics to the song Thai songs that I can't even understand to begin with. I started a podcast with 2 ongoing shows, Still Together Deep Dive and Brighton Weekly. I follow everyone on Instagram, and I think I am way too deep the fandoms that every day with text messages to Donna and to all of my friends were related to Bright Win and to Together series. And I think it helped me like a lot. Well, this has been Justin, and thank you very much. Happy anniversary to our favorite series. Robin.
Thank
So for me, I've said this on our Win Meta Win special episode that we had a few months ago, that I wouldn't want anybody to really see my Instagram feed without a little bit of an explanation beforehand, especially my boyfriend, because that might be a little shocking without like, I'm not obsessed with them that way. I just love them for their art and their fandom and their shirtless pictures that they post. But like, wait, maybe that doesn't actually help. But I mean, I really think this year would have been a whole lot darker had Together not come out. I mean, it was or last year, not this year. Last year would have been a lot worse without Together, without Brightwin, and without getting together with you guys and doing this. And it's really made, I think, a lot of people's lives a lot brighter. No pun intended. So thank you, Bright. Thank you, Win. Thank you, Together. Thank you, GMM TV, for making us happy and for allowing us to be the crazy fans that we are. Bye.
Yes. Season 2, please.
Absolutely,
Yes.
season 2.
Exactly.
Alice.
And for me, everyone knows that I am the OG fan of this group. I have been I've experienced waiting the agony of waiting every for each episode every week, and I've created a dedicated Twitter stan account just for Bright and Win, which I've never done Twitter before, and then I went to Twitter just for them, and I've actually started to look at Instagram even more every day, just for Bright and Win updates, and then of course they are on my notifications, so whenever they post something, it's me and Justin would be like racing towards who would see the or like the picture first. Yeah, and then of course, we've all, I guess everyone here has watched the whole series more than a million times already, and then they know each line from the bottom of their heart. And yeah, and I'm so thankful for Together the series because it has made my life so much happier. Each and every day, I look forward to receiving those shirtless pictures of Win and Bright. Yeah, and then of course, every week talking about Bright Win in our weekly episode, Bright Win Weekly, and then of course deep diving our favorite series every other week. So those are the things that I look forward to. Those are the highlights of me being a fan. So how about the others?
Yeah, go on.
Yes,
Good.
Doris.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, go
for,
Marquis.
for me, I'm glad I became a fan since the beginning of the series. I'm not an OG. I started later in life. But I'm glad what Together brought me to because it brought me to you guys. Yeah, it brought me to listening to a podcast that I would never thought I would be on.
Mhm.
I'm glad that I can share photos with you guys every day. And ask you guys if you guys are alive because I'm getting a heart attack every time I see them. Um, I'm a huge fan of Scrubs because I can listen to them on Spotify and I know what song's coming up next because of their rhythm of their music is. And I'm like, it just brought me to being a fanboy over them. And you, Donna?
Yeah, I can say that on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm a 9 on fangirling and supporting Brightwing. Yeah. As we have talked about earlier, I was a convert. I was converted to being a BL fan, and it opened my eyes to a lot of things, and it actually I, I I really got invested with Brightwing, which I wasn't really expecting because it took me 2 months before I watched this Together series, and from there, I have started following their social media accounts, and their my day would never be complete without checking their accounts, even their fellow cast in the series. I even followed their and then supported their
Be off.
yeah the shows that they have, like Tol Yao. I love Tol Yao so much. And if I can afford it, I'll buy a merch.
We did.
Yeah, actually I have the Astro tumbler here.
Oh
There's
no, I'm so jealous.
yeah, actually, so I'll just share a little about this one. I just saw someone like destashing his Thai merch. I think he really needs money, so it's just really a tumbler that I scored. I was just fortunate to see his tweet. So there, that's how I was able to get it. So there, it like Justine, this is the another Asian show that I fangirled so much after Meteor Garden. If you're familiar with that, the F4,
Mm.
the
The
original
F4.
F4 in Taiwan. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I really fangirled that Meteor Garden so much that my little savings when I was young, such a young girl, would go to their CDs, DVDs, VCDs
Yes.
that I
To
still
our
have. Yeah, I still have
our
them.
surprise, it's gonna be Bright and Win again.
Yeah, and then that's why I also got so happy when I heard about F for Thailand, because I love F for so much. So there, I'm a 9 fangirl
I'm a
for
12
Brightwing.
charms. This is weird. Anyway, I'm sorry we had to cut this anniversary podcast episode. This has been so much fun. I've learned a lot about you guys, and of course, it's really nice to reminisce together the series. Every now and then we get to watch it all over again on YouTube and on Netflix. Thank you very much for subscribing. I'm assuming you're subscribing as well while you're watching this episode. Yes, please DM or tweet us at Together Podcast. Once again, my name is Justin.
I'm Robin.
And I'm Ellis.
And this is Donna and Marcus. Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for listening.
Kapkun ka.